All right, we continue our media availabilities with the driver of the number 23 Sweet Frog Toyota. It's Gray Gaulding from nearby Colonial Heights, about 40-minute drive from the track. Gray, your Sunoco Rookie of the Year season. How's it going so far, and what's it like looking forward to this weekend at your home track?
Yeah, it's been a pretty I feel like we've had a pretty solid season. You know, we've struggled a couple races, but it's just all about learning and getting used to these cars and tracks that I haven't been to. But I felt like myself and my team, BK Racing, we've gelled really well from the first race, in which I had to miss Daytona. But I started at Atlanta, and we felt like we had some good races there. And then now here in Richmond, I feel like we have a good car today. Thanks to Sweet Frog, everybody at BK Racing, for everything they do. But if I had to look back on our season so far, I could point out a couple races that I felt like we didn't really have the finish to show for it because of bad luck. You know, like last week, we had a flat left front tire early in the race. So it's just things like that hadn't really been on our side. But overall, I'm having fun, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving these cars, loving racing with my heroes, kids, you know, guys that I've looked up to my whole career, and learning from them and talking to them week in and week out. It's just every week I'm trying to gain a little bit better, trying to gain a spot here and there, or just learn more. And you know, I've definitely learned on pit road. I've gotten like 4 or 5 penalties, so I'm learning a lot there. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been good.
Awesome. Thank you, Gray. Any questions for Gray? We'll start right here in the middle.
Nick Vandell, Progress Index. Gray, how much does it mean to be able to come back to Richmond, especially in the Cup Series, so close to home, and you know, just kind of again, just keep on living your dream, and now you get to bring it home?
Yeah, definitely. It's a dream come true, man. I mean, I remember sitting in turn 1 as a 8-year-old kid with my grandfather and my dad, sitting in the grandstand, just watching my heroes, watching those guys, just dreaming about, you know, the day that I could come out here and race on Sunday and race here at my home track. You know, I'm from Colonial Heights, Virginia. It's not very far away. Grew up coming here as a kid, and it's just so cool to know that I'm at this level at 19 years old. I definitely wouldn't be here without my family, the sacrifices they made, you know, moving from Colonial Heights to North Carolina when I was 10 years old for my racing career. So I look back and I just like, you know what, you know, just all the memories that I have at this track, not just driving on it, but as a kid, and the memories I got to share with my dad and my grandfather, and to know the hard work and dedication we've been able to do to get me to this level at so quickly in my career. And that's every driver's dream, is to be able to race on Sunday at their home track. And I'm just a very blessed guy to be able to be here. And Sunday's going to be great because I'm going to have all my family, all my friends, and even all the great fans that are here in the Richmond area that's been watching me ever since I was a young kid to now me growing into a young man. So learned a lot over the years. I've learned a lot here at Richmond, been doing a lot of studying on YouTube and trying to talk to as many people as I can, so I'm prepared enough for Sunday. It's definitely a long race.
Jeff?
Jeff Gluck from jeffgluck.com. Gray, I'm just wondering, when you were coming here as a kid, any memorable races from watching in the stands or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I remember when Kyle Busch spun out Dale Jr. for the lead, and I remember seeing the grandstands just go berserk, and that was a good memory. But there's been a lot of good memories. I remember coming here when I was probably 7 or 8, and I actually watched the Truck Series race here, which is pretty cool. Seeing Tony Stewart and Kevin Harvick, I think, was in it. It was pretty cool to see some trucks come around here. But overall, you know, there's been so many good races here, man. You know, I mean, Richmond always puts on a good show. I was just telling my manager, Rusty, and my crew chief in the hauler, like, I just love watching racing here. Like, when you come to Richmond, it's just a good old short track. You know, you got to have your car handling good on entry and on exit, and just an all-around good track. And even as a driver, like tomorrow night, tomorrow I'm going to be in the grandstands watching like a spectator the Xfinity race, so I'm pretty excited about it. But overall, Richmond has a lot of great races and a lot of great races over the years. I know Denny Hamlin. I've been watching him for many years here in the grandstands, just wear these guys out. He really knows what's good, you know, to have in your car for here. So I've always kept an eye on him over the years.
Do you have a dog in the fight for that Kyle Jr. famous race?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, the thing is, though, I've always rooted. I always rooted for Jeff Gordon and Jimmy. But yeah, when I saw Kyle spin Dale Jr. out, I knew he's probably going to have some security or something to help him get out of here because that place is pretty crazy.
Go ahead.
Car Channel 8 right here in the back. You're 19, you're a rookie. Do you ever have any starstruck moments out there, or is it too busy for you to notice, holy crap, this is Jimmy Johnson right behind me, and I just got bumped by Junior, and I'm trying to catch up to Denny?
Yeah, sometimes, when I put the helmet on, I'm kind of in my own zone, and I try to focus, and I'm a guy out there racing them as hard as I possibly can, and but yeah, sometimes I kind of pinch myself. Is like earlier today in practice, like I drove for Kevin Harvick when I was 12 years old. He signed me to a developmental program to run super late miles for him, and then I was driving my rear end off to stay in front of him in practice just to kind of prove a point, I guess. So it's pretty cool to race against my heroes, guys that I looked up to, and actually want to pattern my career, like guys like Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, clearly Kevin Harvick, and it's just cool running side by side with them, and they're all smart racers. That's one thing I've learned about the Cup Series. These guys are such clean drivers, and like just the passes and the maneuvers they make. It's just really good for me to learn and watch, and I really enjoy racing with these guys. It's very cool to like I said, race against guys like Kevin Harvick that I had a great relationship when I was a young kid racing go-karts at his house, and now that I'm, like you said, I'm 19 years old and still got a whole career ahead of me, still got a lot to learn, and it's just good to talk to those guys, and that's been the main thing, is getting to know these guys and personally being able to say, hey, Kevin, hey, Denny, what do I need to expect after 100 laps here at Richmond? So that's the main thing. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool knowing that I'm racing side by side with guys I looked up to my whole life.
Okay. Any other questions for Gray? Well, Gray, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate the time, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.